So we're back in 2005. Being Kate again.
The whole band stayed at the chalet all summer long. Then, I suppose, everyone went their own sweet way.
Did you ever see any of them again?
Oh, no.
What about Dana and Leon?
They too went their own ways, I guess. And that, Fräulein Walker, is all there is to it.
I doubt it. Kate wants to know more. Did Dana leave anything behind? Where did she go? Yeah, I want to check out the house.
Do you know if she's still alive?
Can't be sure, but I doubt it. It was a lifetime ago, Fräulein Walker.
Yeah, but you're the same age.
Where do you think she might be if she were?
No idea. Things went from bad to worse after that summer. Not to mention half the town was razed during the war.
Did Dana leave anything here? Any documents or anything that might help me find where she went?
Not that I know of. But I suppose there might be in Father's old coffer. Must still be in the loft. Junta bought it from him that summer, so she could use it to store her precious filming gear. She was supposed to come back for it, but she never did.
Something happened then.
If there is anything that can help you, it will be in there. So feel free to look around the refuge by yourself if you like.
Yeah, I would
even
like
though
that.
I don't think anyone managed to open the coffer since Junta left.
Thank you, Demoiselle Lenny. Thank you so much.
I will manage. I always do. Find out about the region and its history before you open Junta's coffer. Wait. Find Junta's coffer in the attic. Alrighty. Do I have notes? These are my objectives. Oh, so he's still following me. Let's see. Yes, I've read this. Sylvanga, November 28, 2005. We're still speaking from the investigator's perspective. Dear Mrs. Foster, according to my latest information, Kate Walker has lost that automaton of hers she calls Oscar. By all accounts, it happened during her visit to the Muller antique shop. Given that she's also now mourning her mother and her co-inmate, I'm beginning to wonder if Miss Walker brought some kind of curse upon herself when she fled with the late Monsieur Vorarlberg nearly 3 years ago. It might seem a bit far-fetched, but there's a term I once heard at a conference by my favorite crime writer, and it keeps popping into my head whenever I think of Kate Walker. In a word, hubris. It describes the arrogance and excessive pride of a person that leads them to disregard the divinely fixed limits, and by seeking to avoid a tragic destiny, the person ends up by provoking it. I guess it's like a cruel twist of fate, like that which seems to be striking Kate Walker. She fled her old life, and yet, after all these misfortunes, her old life must seem more present and full of regrets than ever. There's more. I thought that was it. But anyway, Miss Walker is still on her unlikely quest to find the woman in the picture she found in that mine. My guess is she's thrown herself into this new quest to escape from her grief. Could be. Herr Muller from the antique shop told me he sent Miss Walker to the Silberspiegel refuge in the mountains near Wagen. I'll be heading out there as soon as I can. Miss Walker only has a few days head start. She may well still be there by the time I arrive. So he is not the person who's lurking in the shadows watching me then. Who could that then be? That's weird. I don't know if you remember or if you saw the previous part where Kate is taking that mountain path and someone is watching her. I thought that was maybe the investigator, but I guess it's not then because he's a few days behind, so that could not be him. I'm not going to speak with her because I think I have spoken with her about everything I can. All my objectives. Find her coffer, find out about the region and its history before you open the coffer. Alright, so I can inspect this that I just did with Dana, but please insert coin and remove cap.
There's a cap blocking the view. There must be a way of removing it. It won't budge. There must be a way of unblocking it somewhere else on the mechanism.
I thought my mouse wasn't looking for a second, but it's the game then. Use? I don't have a coin. No. Wallet? Oh, I do. But do I really want to waste my money on this? Guess I do. Wait, how did I can take a picture? Whoops. Uh-oh. So I think I need to do this. But back. It's gonna cost me another coin. But I don't know exactly what I have to do, so I can go down here, but I don't know if she will do that. She does do it. Inspect. Why not? Probably can't go any further. That's what I think. Can I read this?
The authorities have closed the path due to excavation works on the other side of the mountain. Suits me. I wasn't exactly planning on climbing a mountain today anyway.
Me neither. Achtung! Gevaar! Danger, path closed. Due to recent discovery at the foot of the passage known as Devil's Pass, this path has been closed to facilitate excavation works. What did you discover? In order to prevent any risk of accident and to ensure public safety, access to Devil's Pass is strictly prohibited until further notice. So I do need to call them maybe. Why else would there be a phone number here? But not right now. At least I don't think.
That must lead to the other side of the circus.
Circus. I think she's referencing Herr Muller, who called it a circus. A mountain circus, he said, I think. So how do I learn about the region then? I don't know. Wait, I want to look through that. What is it called? Spyglass or something again? Oh, I'm going somewhere else already.
Oh, it's dazzling up here. I can see why they call it the Silberspiegel. Silber means silver, and Spiegel is mirror. The silver mirror. It certainly lives up to its name.
I can speak with her from over here. Really? Oh no, she doesn't. Wait, I don't want to do that. Because I don't think I have to. I'm gonna look at this real quick and then I'm gonna go ahead inside because that might be boring. I feel like I've already seen a lot of this already. What am I even doing? I don't know.
That's the fabled Silberspiegel. Oh, I wish I had time to watch it change color.
Change color? Now why don't you have time? Why is she acting like she's in a hurry? She's not, is she? No, I'm gonna go inside because I don't know what I need to do here. And I don't have enough patience for this. So if I miss that objective, then that's just the way it is.
Maintaining the refuge must be a huge job. As tough as Lenny is, I hope she has some help when she needs it.
Well, someone was watching me, so maybe that person is helping. Enter. Looks kind of the same. The piano.
That must be the piano Dana played on the night she met Leon. The night Lenny told me about.
Yep. Let's see, go up and look. Look at this. It is someone here.
A mechanical stove. Seen better days. Another object with the look of the Vorarlberg workshop.
That's what I said. I fixed that. This is Leon.
Ah, I see I'm not the only one stuck here. Bah, pull up a seat and together we can moan about being stuck here.
He's jolly.
Thank you, but I have things to do.
I hope you can stay until this evening at least.
Is he French?
In London they have the changing of the guard. Here we get the changing of the colors. I guarantee it's worth the wait. English?
American, actually.
Oh, seeing as you've come so far, then. Besides, it's always nicer to be stranded in good company.
Oh, Belgium.
From Belgium, myself, on a world climbing tour.
Stranded?
Didn't you know? They've closed the Teufelskragen. That's the path they call the Devil's Pass.
So that's what all the fuss is about.
What fuss?
All down to climate change.
You mean the thaw, right?
Made the path too dangerous to climb and apparently resulted in a morbid discovery.
Oh, I want to see that.
Oh?
Bodies of resistance fighters killed while leading refugees to Switzerland. Frozen solid.
Resistance fighters? You mean frozen since the Second World War?
But that's what the paper says.
Is that what the tent's for?
It's a temporary chapel of rest that the rescue team made while waiting for the bodies to be airlifted out.
I see. I guess there's no reason to disrespect the departed, even after all these years.
I only hope all this sudden interest from excavationists puts an end to the stupid rumors that a strange creature haunts the Silberspiegel. Otherwise, you can be sure, as soon as the old lady pops her clogs,
Pops the clogs.
this place will become run over by those infernal tourists.
Oh, there's not much going on now. What tent is she talking about? Did I see a tent? I don't think I did I? Can't remember that. Maybe I missed something then. The creature or the frozen bodies, I want to know these two.
What about those frozen bodies they discovered at the foot of Devil's Pass?
Well, due to climate change, the snow line has receded, revealing the bodies trapped in the ice since the Second World War.
So they're in good
Most
condition.
probably resistance fighters and exiles, trying to flee the fascist occupiers and reach Switzerland by the pass. I imagine they got caught in an avalanche. Poor wretches have been imprisoned ever since. Until today. That is why the authorities have blocked access to the pass, so they can take the bodies out, identify them, and give them a proper burial.
Maybe I know some of them. Could be because Leon said, when I was Dana, that he was gonna change something. He was not gonna go on that expedition, I think is what he said. So maybe he joined or started a rebellion and he got snowed in and he is down there? I hope not, but could be. Or maybe that photographer, Junta, because she never came back. The creature.
I've had some experience with fantastic fauna myself.
You mean Oscar?
But what do you make of the so-called strange creature that roams the mountain?
Just another local fairy tale to pull in the tourists, if you ask me. They say it lives in prehistoric caves. And that it's responsible for people going missing. Ooh. Some even say that the mysterious cries you can hear on some nights are the creature calling for a mate. In other words, the usual twaddle you normally get in remote or uncharted places like the high mountain or the deep sea. Twaddle passed down from generation to generation, through sheer ignorance.
Surely, from what I read on the way here, the cries could come from an animal native to the area, couldn't they?
What
That
did you
is my
read?
thinking exactly. No doubt a bear with something caught in his throat. It happens, you know. Probably scared a tourist one evening, or... maybe it was young pranksters.
So what I wanted to say is those scientists, what were they called? I don't even remember. That Dana served strings to. He said like they were going to find that beast because everybody thinks that there's a beast up there, and if they succeed, then everybody will read about it in the paper. But we are now many years later, and they still believe that there's a beast there, so they didn't succeed. So maybe those expedition guys got snowed in. Then they are probably in the avalanche because they did not reach their goal. That's for sure.
Can you tell me about this Devil's Pass?
Oh, it's on the far side of the cirque, looking out from the terrace. As you can imagine, it's called Devil's Pass because it's extremely dangerous. Most of all because of the risk of avalanche. Only seasoned alpinists can negotiate it, really. As a professional alpinist myself, what I love about it is knowing I'm climbing in the tracks of courageous climbers of bygone times. There's a real sense of history about it. For example, resistance fighters used it during the war to smuggle vagrants and other victims of the Brown Shadow into Switzerland.
How do you know this?
Is that the path they've closed that leads from the refuge?
That's right.
Thought so. I saw the notice.
That I did
They've
see.
blocked it off so the helicopter can airlift the frozen bodies from the bottom of the pass. Meantime, they have set up a temporary chapel of rest, as you can see.
Well, that's moving. It's important to show respect, even after all these years. Right. Thanks for cluing me in. Anyway, I better get back to what I was doing.
What were you doing?
You are welcome, Fräulein.
Still think it's suspicious he's here. He's not telling the truth. He's not just here by accident. Is he maybe Leon? He looks like him. Same hair, same clothes. Or family member. Because Leon would be the same age as that woman outside, and she looks a lot older. So he would look older too, maybe.
Reminds me of Hans's automatons in Valadillen.
So it's still here. Also, I love that French accent. Sounds good. The way he pronounces some words. So I have to find out about the region and its history. I really don't think I can do that upstairs.
Lenny's father must have made this stair lift to help her get up and down the stairs. Must have taken him many hours. It's touching when you think about it.
It is. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna see if I need to speak to her. I don't think I do, but I don't want to miss that. And also they are speaking about a tent, but I don't know, temporary tent, what do they mean? Do they mean the refuge?
What now, Fräulein? I was just about to doze off.
So sorry.
About Yunta's coffer.
What about it?
Where did the coffer in the loft come from?
In fact, Father made it himself during the long winter evenings. He wanted something more elegant and solid than the old family coffer where he kept the takings. So he made the one upstairs, thanks to the techniques he learnt when he worked in the Vorarlberg factory in Valadillen.
Ah,
Valadillen in France?
that explains it.
That's right. The price Junta paid was equivalent to a month's worth of takings. Money well spent, though, because it was built like a mountain fortress.
I'll be going then.
Right, so she can't help me or tell me anything else. That's what I thought, though. So I'm gonna just look at this thing, because maybe I can see a tent with it. Could be. Hellgates?
The bodies of the resistance fighters that the alpinist mentioned must be inside.
Here's the tent.
Gives me the creeps just thinking about it.
Hellgates. didn't check off yet, but that's all I can do here. So that's the tent they're speaking about, back. And that's all the camera can tell me. So I do have to go upstairs then. I do. Well, alright. At least now I know what they were referring. And that conversation makes a little bit more sense to me. Go up. Also, was he watching me in the shadows? Was that somebody else? How many people are here? Interact, but I don't even know what that does. Is that the lift? Oh, I can go even higher. Oh, I want to check out the rest first. Observe.
Dormitories. I wonder how many people stop at the refuge these days.
Me too. It's a mess here though. Can look here. Wanna check out this corner. A book. A novel. But I can't read it. So should I? Oh wait, something.
An old book? The Magic Mountain by Thomas Mann? Funny. My grandparents left me a copy before they died when I was a kid. I should get around to reading it someday.
Yeah, but you're always away. You're never home and in one place. So when are you gonna do that? Back. That's it? That's all that's here? Yes, I think there is. Go up. No, I want to check out this hallway first. Because I think that is maybe where the coffer is. Don't turn around. Enter, enter, look. So there are two rooms here. One of them is Lenny's room, I think.
It must be a lot of work keeping this place going. Hats off to Demoiselle Lenny for managing all by herself.
Yeah, so her daddy doesn't live anymore then, I think. She's still worshipping that Leon guy, so maybe he isn't alive anymore. Can't go here, so let's just enter the... well, this room then. Hope it doesn't matter which order I take. It is a bit of a mess here.
Austere. Looks like a storage room.
Why is there smoke here?
Another of those cigar butts.
That's right, I found it at the mountain trail. Do I need to do something? Oh, it just takes a long time. So whoever was at that mountain trail who was smoking cigar, maybe that's the guy that's downstairs, was also there.
So that's the painting Dana told Lenny's father to buy. Not bad. And similar in style to my painting. Wonder what the others were like.
That's funny that I get to see this again. So if I chose the other painting, then it would show that other painting to me right now. So the game remembers that.
There. But who could have left it open?
Didn't even know that I needed to close that. Alright, so this is a storage room, but apparently someone is smoking in here. We don't know why and we don't know who. This room, enter this. Is this Lenny's room, I think?
This must be Lenny's room.
Yep.
Keep your servant also from willful sins. May they not rule over me. Then I will be blameless, innocent of great transgression. Sweet.
What else? Whoa, she has a lot.
Photos of the refuge. Looks like they're arranged by time period.
That's so funny because when we were back in time, it was just, I think, this thing maybe with 2 photos. So she kept her promise. 1976, 75, 1980.
All these photos go up to the 80s, including my date of birth.
Back. This one? Nice flowers. This is the refuge.
This series ends at 2002, 3 years ago, when I began my journey with Oscar and Hans's train.
So she means when Syberia 1 started. That's what I think. This one?
These date from before the war. There's even one from the summer when Dana worked at the refuge.
Yeah, that's this one. That's what Lenny says. When I clicked on that photo, she says, one of Junta's photos, I can do so much better. I think that's this one. Look at this
There
too.
are no photos of the occupation of Vaughan by the Brown Shadow. I guess that corresponds to when Lenny and her father had to leave the refuge.
Had to leave. So Dana's story will tell me more about what happened, which makes sense, but also I mean with what happened with the brown shadows. Back. This looks cool. What's this?
That's pretty impressive. Obviously helps Lenny get up and about.
Obviously.
She's still sitting there, watching. Wonder what she's thinking about.
She said she's dozing off, so probably that. Well, not much to do here. Also not that nice to just inspect all her stuff, but what are you gonna do? Press clipping Leon. So she still has this. This is what I read with Dana already. I think it's the exact same thing. Yes. Yep. So I'm not gonna read that again. So she's still kind of in love with him then. Exit? But how am I gonna learn about the region? I don't really know. I might just miss that objective unless there's more in the attic. But I don't think I can get that right now, or I missed it. I had to get it. So that's just too bad then. But what is that? Take up reel.
Take-up reel. Like the ones used on old cinema projectors.
Ah, should fit on a film projector. Alright. So that is maybe how I learn about the region. I watch a movie. Could be. This is a big attic. I thought it would be just one square, but it's not. So this is then maybe the cover. Yes, so I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna check out the rest first. What's this? Search. Vorarlberg's factory documents. This is so funny because in the first, I think it's Syberia 1, you enter this building and his sister, Hans' sister, is the heir, the last known heir that Kate needed to get a factory from, I think. And she goes up into the house, the old attic, and finds out all this stuff about Hans through letters. And this reminds me very much of the first game because also in the attic and finding letters and memories. And also I can go to the right, so there's more than one. So that's funny that they did that. Vorarlberg Manufacturing, Valadiland, September 3rd, 1945. Dear Herr Gustav Renner, with regard to your letter of the August 3rd, we are pleased to inform you that Vorarlberg Manufacturing would be honored to assist your daughter Lenny following the tragic events that resulted in her disability. Both my father and my brother Hans, so this is the sister that's writing this letter that I was just talking about, would have been as admiring as I am of her selfless courage during the troubling years the old continent of Europe has recently suffered. I am doubly proud to learn that Lenny is the daughter of one of our most talented former employees. It is therefore with great pleasure that Vorarlberg Manufacturing has decided to respond favorably to your request. Please find enclosed the construction plans that will allow you to adapt the entire mountain refuge to Lenny's handicap. Yours sincerely, Anna Vorarlberg. So that is why she has so many stuff that looks exactly like Oscar. So these are, oh, this is the what she has at the stairs to get her upstairs. This is the thing we saw in her room. That's it then. I can read it. Assembly drawings and their bill of materials for the construction of various mechanisms to adapt the refuge to Demoiselle Lenny's handicap. This is the same text, yes. Okay, back. What's this? Lenny's medal. Rotate.
I must remember to ask Lenny about it.
Alright, so she got a medal. Back.
So much going on in these mountains.
Oh, I did it!
Now and before. But I'd better get back on track, or I'll end up renting a room from Demoiselle Lenny and explore the area for weeks.
Why not? Sounds like fun.
Don't want to break my neck, thank you very much.
Did you like this video? Check out my other videos on my page Fun with Miko and don't forget to subscribe.